Hello and welcome back to another Tech Articles. In today's article, I'm going to run through the 1.1 alpha changes that are coming to Response for SureForm, which is now officially launched, and also go through some of the other bits and pieces that have been changed. It will probably be my last Response for SureForms video for a little while. I will offer a launch discount at the end of this video for those that are interested, and we will go over that in a second. I don't need that. I want to change that to the alpha version as well, so let's do that. And there we go, the setup's all done. So yeah, Response for SureForm is now available at really useful plugins. I will give you a discount code at the end of this video, as I said, and Response for Bitform is also there and ready. The 1.1 alpha of Response for SureForms is introducing a fix to the video and audio, which we've not been able to get to work 100% until now. It was a little bit hit or miss, and in addition to that, we've also added the response page, or the confirmation page, as well as the below as a response, to mimic the functionality that remains within SureForms. So first thing I'm going to do is create a new form, and as always, the form doesn't really matter. I'm not going to do anything fancy with it, so I'm just going to call it testing, and I'm just going to stick a single field in with name so that we can do things as variables as needed. And that is all we need to do for now. I'm going to make it an instant form. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to preview it, and I'm going to head over here and copy my hooks and head back to Response for SureForm, select my testing form and save my hook. And that's it. We are now sending to that webhook, and now we need to head back over to our form. Let's go to SureForms, forms, and edit. And what we now need to do is select how we want it to come back as a response. And by selecting Response for SureForm, we can choose the traditional below form, or in this case, I'm going to do exclusively confirmation pages so you can see how that looks. Now, don't worry too much about the styles, given how I would like it. If we go to the documentation, you will see that in Response for SureForms, there is now an option, and it has been in the case since the last version, to override the CSS using a defined variable here. And so I put a list of what the TSS is, so you can change all the CSS, define this, then redeclare these, and you have full control over the way it looks. So I have thought about what I would want if I was, in terms of styling, etc. So I've enabled that. I have tried to keep it as close to SureForms it natively as I can in terms of variables, but it might be the case that you want to change some of the padding or even colors. So you now have that option to take full control of the style sheets. But what I'm showing today will be what it looks like straight out of the box. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about setting up your API, as the documentation will be updated to include these new options. But I have now enabled a back button. The video and audio now work. They have custom text available for them as well, and you use your URL. So for video, you have the option. You need to say it has a video, which is a yes or no. You don't need to send a custom text. There is a default text there, but obviously, if you want to replace the default text, you have to use the custom text variable, and then you use your URL. And in our case, we are sending the body of your hero-generated video, and no copy button. We are enabling the back button. We are telling it it's a video. We have custom text, and we have a video link. So this should be a video with your awesome generated video and a back button. And here it is. And just like that, there is our output. And now, obviously, in my case, I'm using hard-coded links, but these could be generated by AI or any other type of response. But for testing and for demonstration purposes, these are the easiest way of doing it. Now, if I head back over to Flowmattic and make my modifications here, and I'm using Flowmattic here, you don't have to use Flowmattic. It definitely works with Pabbly. I think it would work with SureTriggers as well if you've got access to the API module, which requires the Business Plus item, I believe. I'm going to put no body. I'm going to enable the copy button. I'm going to turn off the back button. We've gone for has audio. It has like Your Awesome Audio as its response, and it has a audio MP3 here. So I'm going to save that workflow. And all being well, when we refresh this page and submit, we'll get another generation, and then we'll get our audio player. And then we have our audio, which there is nothing to copy. But I have put the copy button there just to show that it can be done. And if we head back over to our workflow, I can remove the copy button and put it back with a back button and resubmit that. And we can then regenerate, and we will get a response, and that response will now have a back button, no copy button, but the same audio. And obviously you can still mix and match. So if we wanted to have that custom audio, but equally we wanted has PDF, it will still embed a PDF, has PDF URL, has back button, yes. Save. If we submit this, we should get the same audio and an embedded PDF, unless I missed an option. There's our embedded PDF, and there's our audio. So it's capable of doing more than one thing, and maybe, I don't know, in this case, as an example, you've generated some AI music or some custom audio, and you want to issue a certificate of authenticity with it as well. You can do that. Response for SureForms is totally capable of doing that. And as I say, this is using the free version of SureForms, the repository version of SureForms. It doesn't require business. It doesn't require pro. This is a add-on for SureForms to allow you to use similar functionality to the SureForm custom app functionality with any automator of your choice. In my case, I'm using Flowmattic, but that can be. And the good thing about using any automator of your choice means that if you want to do one of your forms using Flowmattic, one of them using Pabbly, and one of them using SureTriggers, you can do that, which you can't do natively. So yeah, that is where we are in terms of 1.1, and I'm hoping to have this out by the end of this year. In fact, I'm hoping to have it out in probably a week's time. I've got a little bit more testing to go through, but I'm quite happy with how it works and how the override works, etc., and everything else, which was tested in the previous version. But yeah, so thanks for watching. In terms of now, as for the promised discount, I'm going to let Response for SureForms deliver this, and we're going to view our form. I'm going to submit my form, and all being well, it should generate a body with the code inside, just for fun. Count is valid until the 15th of January 2025. The code is launch 10. It will get you 10% off your order annually. It is a forever code. You will be locked into that price for as long as you subscribe. And yeah, Response for SureForms is live. 1.1 should be released by the end of the year, which will have confirmation page. CSS override is already available to you as an option. Thanks for watching.